She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle?
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethrus, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
You're pretty interesting yourself.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if I've ever seen myself that way.
I wish you could see yourself the way others do. There's a reason you're part of this team, Bellara. And it's not because you can fix illuvians or know so much about ancient elven magic. It's because you're pretty magical yourself.
Well, since we're talking, I have a question. Us. I mean, that's the question. Do you want an us? I mean, romantically? Okay, worst possible way to ask that.
It isn't the worst way, and I am interested.
Oh, okay, that's... wow, great. And now I don't know what comes next. I think we're supposed to dance or eat food together? I don't know, lots of options. Deciding is hard, and I've never done this, not really.
You've never had a romantic relationship?
Well, one, for a little while, with Ireland. But things just kind of kept getting in the way. And it's all a little more limited. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, I mean.
I think we just do whatever feels right in the moment. It's not like there's a guide with rules we might break. I don't think we need to plan out every step. Whatever happens, happens, and stays happened if you want it to. Food is always welcome. So is dancing. Why don't we just try a few things and see what we like doing?
Right. Of course. Improvisation. It's not what I'm used to, but I'm learning from you. Yeah, so let's just see where this goes. Together.
I'm sorry if I sent out mixed signals, but I think of you as a friend.
Oh, no. Don't apologize. It's okay. Better to be sure. Being upfront is important, especially on a team like this. Anyways, I'd better finish writing this scene. See you around, Rook. Oh, hey, Rook.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's part of that artifact, you know, from the ritual. I wanted to see how they did what they did, what it meant. Tried asking that thing. It won't tell me.
The knowledge of the great Anaris is...
Athim! Least I figured that out. How to make it go away, I mean. Damn it! We were getting through to Syrian. He almost listened.
And then Anaris put all his happy little thoughts in your brother's head.
Not just his joy, his fear, too. But it was him. The him I remember, just for a moment. Then it wasn't. then he was someone I might need to... I don't think I can, Rook. Do that.
It's not gonna come to that. We'll talk him down, somehow.
And if we don't?
One mountain at a time.
Well, either way, we'll be able to find them.
How?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Right. The artifact. Couldn't figure out how it did it. Made those demons, I mean. But I attuned its resonance, and I'll know where they are next time, before they finish. So we can stop them. However we have to.
I'm here for you, no matter what happens.
Thank you, Rook. That helps. Because we need to stop him. Syrian, I mean. And if we can't convince him to step away. Rook, what you said before about us, are you sure that you still want that? I mean, with everything I've got going on, with Syrian, I mean.
Of course I'm sure. I'm here for you, no matter what.
Okay, just wanted you to be sure. Anyway, I should get back. To work, I mean. I don't think we have much time.
I don't think you need to be worrying about us too. So maybe we just stay friends. I've still got your back though, no matter what.
Right. Good idea. For both of us. Anyway, I should get back. To work, I mean. I don't think we have much time. Hi.
What are you reading?
Syrian's last words. Veiljumpers had them. He must have known it was the end. One way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and I, we had plans. Together. Find the archive, the Nodasterthalin. Get back what made us who we were, what was stolen from us. But now, Syrian's gone. Because of what that thing knew, what it told him. And maybe it should be gone too.
The archive's just a source of knowledge. It didn't act on that knowledge. Anaris did.
Right, but that knowledge is still dangerous, isn't it? The Evanuris were warlords, slavers, because of the things that the archive can teach. What if the Venatori find it, or worse?
Sounds like you've made your mind up.
But the gods weren't our people, we were, and are. They were healers, philosophers, caretakers. We can be that again with what the archive can teach. It's not all good, but it's not all bad either. Everything they could be again, our people's future, on my shoulders.
Whatever choice you make, I've got your back. All the way.
I know, and it helps. I just don't want to make the wrong choice.
Sometimes the only wrong choice is not choosing at all.
Then tell me, Rook, what would you do?
What we were is important, and we should remember it. But some of that knowledge should stay buried. Enough that the archive should be freed.
Makes sense. I get it. Define ourselves by who we are, not who we were. Okay, I'll free it.
When?
Soon. But I need to say goodbye. To it, I mean. Is that weird?
No. You and Syrian looked for it together. I can understand why it's hard to let go of.
I guess I'm saying goodbye to him too. Finally. Okay. I need some time. Alone. I'll talk to you later, Rook. We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
No one should have to deal with this sort of thing alone.
I guess I'm still not used to it. Having someone in my life like you, it's nice. Especially now, it doesn't make it hurt less, but it makes me feel like I can deal with the hurt. You know? Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
Never really been good at funerals. Sorry in advance for crying, which I will definitely do.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. Anyways, let's head to the first brazier. A third we give to the sky, to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elves' fault that Elgernon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
Not every question has a good answer, but who we are is just as important as who we were.
Syrian didn't want our people to be defined by our struggle. He wanted to go back to who we were before. He said that's when we were ourselves all the way through. But that struggle, it happened. It changed us into who we are now. Just wish it were easier to know. Okay. Next brazier. A third we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Does the rest of the world look like Thedas? Shattered by the Evanurus? What would things have been like if they'd never existed?
Well, we've now met 3 elven gods and 1 almost god, and honestly, can't say I care much for them. But you know, the rest of us elves are doing okay. At least the ones that aren't gods.
I keep trying to remember. The Elven were the first people the Evanurus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard, knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
Are you gonna be okay?
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent Anaris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. And I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life for him, for me, and for our people.
That's all any of us can do. Just keep living and putting one foot in front of the other.
It's just hard, sometimes. harder than it should be. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you. Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, come on, I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, especially now that we're, well, together.
Hey, if that's how I inspire you, I am happy to do it.
Oh, no, not like that. I mean, I'm not writing about us specifically. But, well, I feel like I can write about it now. Romance.
So what's your question?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
You could ask yourself the same question. Everything you do, you're doing for others. I admire that.
I mean, I just do what needs to be done.
So, being a hero, then?
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
And I'm glad I'm saving it with you.
So am I. Glad, for you. I think about that forest when we met. Fell out of a bush and there you were. And all I could think was, wow. You were so, well. Anyways, I think about it a lot. And about how lucky I was. And how lucky I am now. Okay, good talk. Thank you. I'll see you later, Rook. Rook. Hi there.
What are you working on?
Oh. Some things I want to say. Important things. Before, well, everything happens. I have to get the words right. So I wrote them down to make sure.
I get it. Things are a little chaotic at the moment.
Well, that's one word. Maybe underselling it a bit. Elgranon blights the moon and everything changes. Now we're rushing off without a plan?
It's kind of what we do. Go in without a plan, find something to punch. It's worked out so far.
But what if this time it doesn't? Things could go wrong. People could get hurt or... See, this is why I wanted notes.
Just start talking. That always works for me. You know your own heart better than anyone.
Okay, here we go. Deep breaths. I care about you, Rook. A lot. You anchor me. I feel calm. Well, calmer, at least. And I know you. Who you are, who I am. You let me be me.
I like the you that you are. The anxious, flustered, kind, passionate you.
That's not what most people tell me. They talk about who I could be, how to get there. They want to help me change, be better, like it's easy. I'm working on it, figuring out how to be me. But most people don't want to wait. But you do.
Of course. I like you.
That's why I'm scared about what comes next. I want us to stay us, to stay together, but the Evanurs have other plans.
Solus also had other plans and is also a god. Now he's rattling around in some fade cage. Let's bring that same god-punching energy to Gillinan and Elgranon.
Solus was different, though.
As long as we're careful and stay together, we've got this. This story's gonna have a happy ending.
A happy ending. That'd be nice.
I don't give a shit about what Elgranon and Gillinan want. We've faced tough odds before and we're seeing this through.
I just keep thinking about Weishaupt, how it almost went. And that was one god and a whole bunch of wardens. We're on our own. 8 of us, and now there's 2 of them.
We're always outmatched and outnumbered, but we make it through okay. Because we've got each other. And that's enough. We are in this together. You, me, everyone else. We've got each other's backs. And that's enough. I'll take 8 against 2 odds anytime. Well, 2 plus the Darkspawn and maybe Antum, but they don't count.
Are any of us gods?
Does Harding count? She's at least god adjacent. We've got each other, and that's enough.
Is it, though?
It has to be. Like you said, it's just us.
Rook,
Yeah, Bellara?
can you stay with me for a little while?
Come in.
Okay, so... okay. Well... I don't know what to say. That's new for me. I mean, there's the obvious stuff. Like, I'm glad you're back. Here.
Me too.
Right. Of course you are. So, with all that, I hope I didn't show up in that Fade prison. The one that showed your regrets, because it feels like it might make things awkward.
Can you imagine? I was faced with my greatest regrets, and you were there. But don't worry, you're good. No regrets here.
Good. Great. So, now that you're back, I was thinking, well, this is hard. Finding the words, I mean.
You can do this.
They told me that we'd find you. Tosh, Emmerich, everyone. They told me to believe, keep the faith. But after what happened with my brother, my head wanted to believe. My heart, sometimes it doesn't want me to be happy. I still didn't give up. I couldn't. And now here you are in front of me.
I almost gave up. Every bad decision I've ever made staring me in the face. But I thought about the things I don't regret. Like you. Like there was ever a doubt? I knew you'd never quit on me. I sure wasn't gonna quit on you. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just can't believe it. Still. After everything that's happened, that could happen, Elgernon's taken Manrathis. The world could end tomorrow. You know what, though? That doesn't matter. Not right now. I want to live in this moment as long as I can.
Anything could happen. So let's hold on to joy while we can. After what we went through, I'd say we deserve a little joy.
Malalath athim mir uthinira. It's calm. I like it. Not something I'm used to, being calm. It's nice. Different, but nice.
No one's trying to kill us. No one's trying to imprison us. It's a nice change of pace.
We deserve this moment.
Can't argue with that. Enjoy it. Because we have to get back out there soon enough.
I know, but for now, it's nice. After everything we've been through, being trapped in the Fade, we deserve this moment.
Can't argue with that. It feels like everything is just kind of working right now. It's enough to forget what's coming next, for a little while at least.
I can live with that. It's a moment for just us. Hey, Rook, I have something I want to say.
What's up?
You know what? Never mind. It's not important.
Say whatever's on your mind.
Some things are hard to say. Really, really hard. If I say the words, those 3 words, what if I have to unsay them later? No, this is important. I need to say it. I'm going to say it.
You mean a lot to me too, Bellara. But those words? Yeah, I'm not great at saying them either.
I want to say it. It's important you hear me say it. I thought I lost you, Rook. I thought I'd lost part of myself too. Days went by, weeks, no word from you. Then we saw you, pulled you out, and I love you, Rook. More than I knew I could. Whatever happens next, I need you to know that.
I love you too, Bellara.
Thank you, Rook.
For saying I love you?
For everything. All you've done for us, for me. We should get up soon. But later works too. Much, much later.
How are you feeling, Bellara?
I've never seen anything like this. The scale of destruction, the devastation. But most everyone's still alive, still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for, more than I expected. So, okay, I think.
Look, at this point, I'll take okay. Could be a lot worse.
Given everything we've faced, okay is better than okay. Rook?
What is it?
It's just, everything's gonna be different, you know? No matter what happens here. Solus is better than Elgernon, but if either of them win, the world burns just with different fuel. But if we win, no more gods. The end of a 1,000-year-old story. If it ends with us outsmarting the Dreadwolf, even better.
Are you worried?
Maybe I should be, but no, not with you. every story's better with a little romance, right?
You know my favorite way to end a story? And they lived happily ever after.
I'd like that. Rook, it's funny. I haven't really known you for long. And it also feels like I've known you forever. I love you, Rook. All the way to the end.
I love you too, Bellara. For every bit as long.
Thanks. That's a strange way for me to say it, but I mean it. Okay, let's go kill a god. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over.
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
This is your territory, Bellara. Just go slow.
I'll be careful. And there.
Great work.
Thanks. Be careful. The gods might know we're here now.
That is a certainty.
You're right. You matter so much to me, Bellara. But we had to get those wards down. I made a choice. I live with the choices I make, the successes and the failures. We all believed in what we were fighting for, what we're still fighting for. And Bellara knew what it might cost.
You are not my god! Get out of my head! Rook? He was all I could hear. It was my mind, but he made me want to help him. Until you brought me back.
Are you okay? If he was in your mind,
I'm okay.
nothing in the world could keep me away. I didn't know where you were. If I'd gotten here sooner,
It's okay.
Once Elgranon is dead.
Wait, you can't kill Elgranon yet. If you do, look out!
How are you feeling, Bellara?
Everyone filled me in and told me about everything that happened since I've been gone. It's a lot. Not to mention what happened to you, what you went through. But most everyone's still alive, still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for, more than I expected. So, okay, I think.
I thought I lost you, Bellara. Thought you were gone forever.
You didn't, and I'm not.
And the blight? How's it feeling?
Like it's tying itself around me. It's in my blood, in my head. I feel it whispering to me. But it doesn't get to decide how my story goes. And at least it's a story with you in it, even if it's not a long one. I can still give it a happy ending.
We'll get out of this alive, and we'll live happily ever after. Even if ever after isn't as long as it used to be, I still want to spend it with you.
Rook, you know that Elgranon was in my head, right? So were you. And so was Syrian. And you know what you said? what the two people I care about more than anyone else told me?
What's that?
Hold on. So I did. Because you were there. And now you're here. Thank you. For always being there. Okay. Let's go kill a god.